Hello, doctors.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
It's very... Actually, I quite like it in this car, but I am missing the big blue box. I mean, there's not much room.
Doctor.
Yeah, because you can get so much more in it. We could have a conversation and we can fit other people in there. Hello, how are you doing, old man?
Did you just say hello?
I didn't mean that, I'm sorry. It's a bit of a rude thing.
Hello.
Yeah, but it's like that, what was it, paint your wagon?
And heaven, goodbye forevermore.
Tie me to a tree. I've got one.
Tie me to a tree.
I forgot what we're doing. Oh, yeah.
You were going to report on how you're getting on with the lovely council house servant.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you remember, but they were trying to get me to pay them a lot of money and they don't seem to be coming round.
City Council.
Nottingham City Council. They told me I owed them £421.82. And the gentleman, apparently, who told me it was a nice man, fancy dress, 446, nice guy. And
Which bailiffs was he from?
No,
this
he's
was
a traffic warden. Yeah, I said I couldn't park here. I thought, well, that's not right, if I don't remember at the beginning. But also I've checked him, can I give the ticket back to them? Now, they don't take liabilities, so no, nothing to do with me, I'll just issue the tickets. So, of course, there is somebody who takes liability. We went all the way in conversation, right up to the CEO of the council, and he doesn't want to take liability either.
Who would that be?
Well, that's John Collins at the time, but now a very good friend, not of mine, of John's, Ian Courier, is now there, because I applied for that job as well, but apparently I didn't get my paperwork in time. I don't know if I was actually suitable for it. They did want honest, upstanding citizens.
Well, that rules them all out then.
Well, that was the problem.
Nottingham's very own
Anyway, the traffic warden didn't want to take responsibility. The gentleman smack bang between who decided that he had the authority to do what he liked, so his name was Pete Mitchell. Now, we've got to the stage now where Pete has given me...
Ticketmaster.
Well, he's given me lots. He's told me, no, I'm not happy with this. I'm going to take you to court because he lied all the way through. Nobody took me to court. So when Peter, sent someone to bang on my door saying I owed him £421.84.
Was this the bailiff?
It was one of the bailiffs, the
what
first
company?
one. That was Equita.
Ooh. Hi, Equita.
You know,
famous on YouTube now.
But nicely, that gentleman there, he tried to explain to me and actually asked me to take the conversation. But even with that conversation, he wasn't telling the truth.
Yes.
But they've now sent Peter back to me, because remember, the CEO knows about this. And he should be taking responsibility. The buck stops there, otherwise what is a CEO? They've got Peter writing to me under the straw man name. Now, he knows that I've never contacted him as Mr., but he's now been asked to write to me as Mr. So I've got to let them know.
You are a master, aren't you?
Well, I'm dealing with it.
Master asked the question.
But they want me to deal now with Mr. and they haven't paid my fees for dealing with the last case. So I've started billing them and I've explained that, well, Master Jonathan, me, Christian, that's the name I use, is a real, living being.
A man.
Well, you could say that, but I even get letters now. I've been asked to go to court because there's a discrepancy with somebody else, but even the courts, respectfully, the Crown Prosecution Services do know this, and so when they write to me as Master Jonathan Christian, and they invite me. Now, apparently, Peter, if he'd done the legal things, I'd have had one of those invites from the courts, and I pointed out I haven't got one. But
did the council take you to court?
No, they pretended to take you to court. Like,
where did they take you then? Or where did they take the name, Doctor?
Right, there is a big building which they called a courthouse, magistrates, yeah, and the one in Nottingham is just round the corner from the courts. But if there was a problem, I'd walk round and say, excuse me, problem. So they're meant to use Northampton County Court because it's a bit far away and it looks very official. And again, I would have responded to Northampton County Court and said, well, yeah, let's go because I don't think this is right. I'm quite willing to come to court. They send you an invitation, don't they?
Yes.
But they don't.
You can take it back if you want.
There's another building which is actually a private building which companies use if they want to trick you, called the Northampton Bulk Clearing Office.
Northampton County Court Bulk Centre.
Now,
did you call the court, Doctor? They never heard of the name Master.
I got a friend to ring to actually ask
I think.
questions about if they were a court or not. So there's not much point. So really, these summons, which are legal things, and then if you don't do it, I don't know if you've watched what happens if someone owes me money and the court says they owe me money, then I can even use the sheriff to go and collect it. So of course the council, if I owed them money, I could use the sheriff to go and collect the money. But they didn't. They lied, and unfortunately,
so they're committing fraud then.
Well, it's profitable.
Nottingham City Council committing fraud, surely.
Well, they don't look at it as fraud, but put it like this.
Just to put in there, one of the comments on the video we did recently says that they work for Nottingham City Council and they what we're talking about is just the tip of the iceberg of what's really going on there.
Well, you know that everybody's, because we're so close to the council,
Really?
we're getting more and more secrets out from there. But the main point is there's a game that I've told you it's a game. I play it as a game, yeah. And this is Station Street, all the way up and down here. That we've had lots of work done, trains being done, trams being done, roadworks. And at the very, very end of this road, there's been no admittance for traffic, only for the buses, because they had to close it. July, I think it was, for the buses to pick people up while there were no trains. Now, also they have to put signs up to tell you, well, you're not allowed to go down there. If you do, you'll be in trouble and you'll have to give us some money. So that's a game. Yeah, like park it too long, they give you, yeah? The signs blew down. Now, they know that the signs blew down.
The signs blew down.
Yeah, so if you
They
gave them
made
one
hundreds
direction...
of thousands of pounds on this street.
They
Just people
shouldn't be
turning left.
issuing. They shouldn't be issuing because it's a game. But of course,
me.
they still do, because it's only if you know that you wouldn't have to pay it. And also, if anybody else has got a ticket for coming down Station Street, look back as far as you like, actually. Ask them how many buses are assigned to the bus lane. They'll come up with lots of excuses. Restricted access for other... No, it's not. It was put there for buses, and there are no buses. It's a phantom bus lane. They didn't have correct signs up, but they are making a shed loads of money, and they don't consider it fraud because it's a game. So, as I say, I play their game. Now, I know people have come down that street and been fined. Don't argue with it. Yeah? Remember, it's a game. You could ask the question, or just pay it.
Where did I agree to this?
Yeah, but just pay it. Yeah, because I'm asking questions, and if anybody's paid it, and the signs weren't in the right place, or there weren't buses or anything else there, the only excuse they've got is, well, we just put it out there, you didn't have to pay it. You don't have to pay it. Full stop. Nothing has to be paid
Well,
at all.
they won't tell you that, will they?
Well, the game wasn't correct, so they shouldn't initiate what they call their parking charge notice, but it wasn't. It's something going through an area you're not allowed to.
But they see it as getting those that are that stupid. They deserve to get caught.
Yeah, but I still think if you pay it and it's wrong, they should pay you back. So anybody who's paid, just log in, say hello, get out debt free, and we'll see, because now they've done it wrong. They haven't told you the truth, and they now owe you money. So anybody who wants to get their money back from somebody not playing the game, now's the time. It's a game.
So we could call the council and say, are you aware, council, that you're committing fraud?
They'll dance around in circles.
Of course, they'll dance around in circles, and when you can actually prove it, they'll say, well, I've called both the courts, and the bulk centre, they say they don't have any courts or judges, so how can that be legal or lawful? And then they're going to go...
No, I think it's better.
Couldn't you ask for... Well, I'd like my money back if I've paid it.
Well, no,
Because
they
if
won't
the
do it
council are
because
committing fraud.
They can say tough. Once
Everybody
you
can
paid
have
it,
their
that's
money
the whole
back,
point.
can't they?
Once you agree, like if you go to, do I have to pay this? Oh, go to arbitration. It's them. But if they send somebody out, like the man who came to see me said, £421.82.
It's deception.
Well, yes, but if you pay it, he said, well, you pay it, then sort it out. I rob you, and then it's wrong. This is what they've just got Mr. Peter
Robin
Mitchell.
the Hood.
Well, Mr. Peter Mitchell has written to the Mister, which has never contacted him in a moment, second of life, trying to explain that he'd already answered my questions. My question was, had I been taken to court? But he's desperately dancing around the fact, and he's explained that he can take my car, even though it's wrong, because it will be returned. I.e., yeah, I'm allowed to rob you because it will be returned to you.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, hang on a minute. Why is it being returned to me?
Because they know they've wrongfully taken it.
So if
Was
you...
the car in a trust, by any chance,
I'm afraid
Doctor?
so. This is where you're going to learn what the trust is. Even Mr. is a trust. So this letter being written to me by Mr. Pete Mitchell on behalf, I hope it's on behalf, of Nottingham City Council. I have to refer to him.
Hi, council.
Hello. That, yeah, I'll deal with Mr. as master. My same charges apply. But Peter seems to have lost that letter. Do you remember the one we read out and said, listen, I'm going to charge you this much for the letter and this much for all the time you're wasting, and this is where I am, come to take me to court. We delivered it by hand.
Yes,
and
we
copies
did, yeah.
to the CEO. But Mr. Mitchell has given me lots of paperwork. He said he's answered all these questions. He doesn't seem to find that one. That one's gone missing. Doesn't matter, because I've got proof, I've got evidence.
Proud and ambitious to serve the people of Nottingham, not the residents or the citizens.
Proud to
I think
serve.
there's something in the language there, gentlemen.
Definitely.
But anyway, the main point is the council is trying to develop some money because it needs some money, and so we know it's a game. How are we going to do it? We'll put a tax on.
Yeah.
How
I've
can
just
they need
realised.
money? Because they've got more money every
Nottingham
year.
is a registered
and they
company,
do
it's not a
less
city.
and less for the people each year, and yet they say they need more money.
Well, same thing is, like Broadmarsh, they've taken everybody, there's no people working in there. There's no people working in Fletchergate. So that's why you can no longer park as a disabled person. Well, you can. It used to be free because, of course, some people can drive, some people can walk, some people don't have the choice. But they've taken that away, so you have to pay to park in the disabled car park. The reason being is they don't have the staff to work it out any other way. They haven't got the staff. So what are you paying for? The big building that makes money? And the money they're making from the parking, well, fair, keep it.
It's called Loxley House. It's where Robin Hood used to live. That was his place where he used to live.
Was it Robin Hood who lived in Loxley?
He stole from the rich to give to the poor because the poor haven't got any food to put in their mouths.
I've got to correct you there, my friend. He didn't steal from the rich to give to the poor. He took back what the rich has taken from the poor.
Right, so this is how we've got to work with the council.
Indeed, my
if
friend.
the council thinks it's not owed money, it deserves money, then let's return it.
It's been turned around, hasn't it?
No, give it.
Our council is supposed to be our servants, like Robin Hood was.
To protect and serve.
Yeah.
Yeah, but instead
Proud
they're taking. They put a little post up saying like the top government's doing this and we've got to do this. No. There is no top. I'm the top. He's the top. He's the top. You're the top. Yeah, they flipped it all the way down. So the pressure of this great big pyramid is pushing down on you. Yeah. So if we flip it up the other way and we're sitting up on top, then we're just as bad as them. We really are, but that's what they're going to need to learn if they want to play the game. If you come with all that pressure onto me, it has a value, it's energy. I'm flipping it down up this way. Now, Peter Mitchell, you're on the brick below me. If you're not telling the truth, why they sent you out for sacrifice, why isn't Ian Currier or John Collins answered the questions? And you know, when I was standing next to Paddy Tipping the other day, and I shook his hand and introduced myself, yeah? Well, John Collins wasn't there. Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be if he was? What would I say?
I wonder where he's gone.
But they're trying to do good stuff, which is the problem. It's like the BBC make good programmes, so please forgive us about Jimmy Savile. Yeah? But they're not. They are making programmes. They are programming you what to believe. Program. Why is it called a programme?
Because you're a computer. Oh, sorry.
And you'll only believe, and if something doesn't fit that belief, you'll just cut it off as though it doesn't exist. So everything they tell you fits perfectly to your belief systems. If I tell you that the council isn't here to look after you, and you get defensive...
Cognitive dissonance.
Right, I will tell you that the council is meant to be looking after you and can't.
Isn't that
and
why
they
we
can't
put them
tell
there?
you. But they can't. So rather than tell the truth. Yeah, otherwise every single person is going to do the same as me. Now I've started you in showing you what to do, but we want to save a system. Some of this can work for us, generally. Yeah, but while you're guarding your little secrets of what you're doing wrong, nothing's going to work, is it? So
you've got to see a Chinese...
I've got to go and see a dentist.
And that crosses all platforms as well to the police and everything.
If you wake people up and they're dancing around in their fancy dresses saying we don't have to take liabilities, then fine, play them at the game. But before you do anything, find out who does take liability, because nobody in the council will even come downstairs to speak to me. 2 security guards every time, and they're getting upset with it. Why are you filming us? Well, because there's nothing else to film. There's nobody else here. Yeah? What can I say? Sleep tight, have a good day, and I'll let you know when I get my first bill paid, because if I don't, I'm going to use the bailiffs to collect it.
Hey, you're going to use the bulk centre against the council?
I'm not sure about Equita. They are pretty nasty, but when they break the rules, I could lose my money.
Well, you see, because we're doing it lawfully, we can take it to a county court and get court bailiffs to come.
Oh, real bailiffs.
Real bailiffs?
Yes.
Oh, this should be good fun.
We might get hold of the Nottingham City Council spy car. They paid 77,000 quid for that. It's only a tiny little thing.
What would I want one of those
camera
for?
instead.
We're working with...
And sell it on to another council to go and spy on the road with other people.
I think we might use it to spy on the council.
That'd
Have
be
a good day.
idea. Yeah.
Our new
love
show.
You, everybody. We love you.
Spies watching spies.
Spies watching spies.
Shall we?